25 weirdest games for PC that you can play as soon as possible. We had fun doing the research for this listicle hash, so many laughs. We expected to bump into several gems, but the amount of weird games available to play even now is insane. We're not going to lie, picking a favorite is impossible, so we're not even going to attempt it. Here are the 25 weirdest games for PC you can play right away. The Burrito Quest. Trying to find burrito while you're tripping big style plus weird-ass graphics plus enough Easter eggs to keep the run fun. This is just like you imagine, all out of whack. Hatoful Boyfriend, aka the one with the Pigeon dating simulator. Wait, what? Granted, once you start peeling out all the layers, you discover a fun and easy-to-play game with a rather in-depth story behind it. Give it a go, or at least check the trailer. You too might click. Flock of dogs. This one is a mouthful. We have flying dogs living on the back of a flying whale, and you can play this quirky goodie with your friends. Go for the minigame park, their minigame section, or wait for the launch of the Flight to the Festival DLC. Half-Minute Hero, Super Mega Neo Climax, Ultimate Boy. A possible go-to game for those who are short on time. After a mere 30 seconds, the battle will be over, and you'll be left with a bucket full of frustration to show for it. 2D graphics with fun dialogue make this game a fun addition to your collection. Welcome to Elk. Not a weird game per se, but rather the stories that it's built upon portray the real world to such an extent that it makes you feel rather off. The game developers said it best. The game contains scenes including deaths and children experiencing murder, alcohol abuse, sexual assault, prostitution, violence, and offensive language. The Sexy Brutale. Characters getting the chop, one at a time with the action unraveling in an old, spooky mansion. Sounds redundant, but we promise it's not. The characters are a mix of weird and unpleasant, and the puzzle and challenging without being impossible to solve. I am bread. You are bread. Your mission, become toast. In theory, that's all there is to it. However, chaos is 100% guaranteed, as this is a very challenging game. There is no game. Wrong dimension. Talk about weird games to play on computer. This one, if for all the puzzle-solving freaks out there, a 5-hour game packed with so many silly and uncalled-for scenarios that you are bound to enjoy. Wandersong. A game that made it to the list due to its weird uniqueness. A musical platform that involves solving puzzles, using music to interact with everything around you, and a mandatory dance button for on-the-spot dance. Sounds like a lot? Well, it is. Strange Telephone. Dial a random 6-digit phone number and explore different worlds. A 2D game that deserves way more appreciation than it got when it was launched back in 2019. Tori. A very different game with one-of-a-kind characters, easy to master mechanics, and a story that will stick with you for a while as it explores the spiral you go through when you lose someone dear to you. Before Your Eyes. Every blink means a leap in time. The kick is the fact that not every jump will land you in the middle of the happy memory. The blinking experience is something that you might have experienced if you've played Manual Samuel, a game that could have also been included on this list. I Frogot. A stupidly perfect walking sim where you constantly talk to a frog. A touch of horror, a touch of cute, and a whole lot of weirdness. Carambola. Unexpected graphics? Check. Weird story? Check. Funky characters? Check. Bizarre adventure games? Check. You get the gist. Not your usual point-and-click afternoon chill. What if George Washington was a girl? History's greatest heroes and villains go to extreme lengths to make things uncomfortable for everyone. 90% uncalled for lines mixed with 10% actual historical facts is an unhealthy ratio. You will find yourself wondering if this game was developed after having a bad dream. Magnus Positive Phototaxis. This game is a lot, part of the Magnus series. If you check the trailer, you will either hate it or love it. No in-between for this. The one who pulls out the sword will be crowned king. A free-to-play game focused on just that, pulling a sword out from the stone. Why, we have no idea, to be honest. Eschaton. Lo-fi horror weirdness that explores the creepy aftermath of a cult ritual. Cat capacity. You live in a land where cats are forbidden, so you have to hide them from the king's goons. Closer to home. A horror exploration game that makes very little sense. A ton of dialogue, not enough in-game support, and a crazy amount of work behind the scenes, developed by one man, will make this game a real challenge. The Binding of Isaac. An insanely popular and affordable game with graphics weird enough to make you postpone it indefinitely. If you're a fan, bucks up since you have around 200 hours of gameplay to swim through. Shower with Your Dad's Simulator 2015. Yep, this is as freaky as it sounds like from the get-go. A shower simulation game that no one asked for has been lying around in the Epic library for more than 7 years. The best part about it? It's rather a cult classic hash naked dads everywhere. Aviary Attorney. Why the hell not? In all seriousness, there's not much to be said about this game. Two birds, JJ Falcon and his apprentice, Sparrowson, take on clients and try to make justice prevail. Toilet Chronicles. An escape game with a rather unique and weird twist. You have to escape with the help of your toilet neighbor. This takes sharing toilet paper to a whole new, gross level. Wide Ocean Big Jacket. Awkward adults, awkward teens, a picnic trip, and countless experiences that are clearly not for everyone. Platformers, puzzle solvers, casual games. The world of PC games offers a ton of weird and unforgettable games, some for all the wrong reasons. Is any from our list of weird games an old fave of yours? Do you have other recommendations for the weirdest games for PC? Please share your preferred weird games to play when bored below.